Carney's stunning conservative shift, a move that shocked the nation. Mark Carney's ascent to the Canadian premiership has been characterized by a series of unexpected policy decisions that have left both supporters and critics in a state of confusion. Known primarily for his tenure as governor of the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, Carney previously cultivated a reputation as a centrist and globalist leader. His early actions as Prime Minister, however, have shown a marked alignment with conservative ideologies, prompting a reevaluation of his political stance and raising questions about his long-term vision for Canada. One of Carney's most significant and controversial moves was the elimination of the consumer carbon tax, a policy championed by former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The carbon tax was designed to encourage a reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by taxing fossil fuel consumption, with the goal of returning revenue to citizens through rebates. Despite its environmental intentions, the tax faced substantial public opposition, especially from those concerned about rising costs of living and economic impacts. By scrapping this tax, Carney signaled a shift towards market-driven environmental strategies, opting for incentives that encourage green choices while maintaining industrial carbon pricing. This decision aims to balance environmental goals with economic realities, reflecting a pragmatic approach to governance. In addition to environmental policy, Carney's stance on immigration has also shifted significantly. He has proposed capping the number of temporary workers and international students at 5% of Canada's population by 2027, a notable decrease from the current cap of 7.3%. This policy change is intended to address pressing issues such as housing shortages and overburdened social services. Critics of this proposal argue that it may hinder Canada's ability to attract talent and innovation, potentially stunting economic growth. Traditionally, the Liberal Party has maintained an open and welcoming immigration policy, and Carney's move marks a departure from this ethos. It raises questions about the balance between managing population growth and fostering a diverse, inclusive society. Carney's approach to public safety and national security further aligns with conservative priorities. He has committed to bolstering the Canadian Armed Forces, enhancing border security by increasing the number of Canada Border Services Agency officers, and tightening bail laws for serious offenses. These measures come in response to rising concerns about crime and national sovereignty, reflecting a broader trend among voters prioritizing safety and security in an increasingly complex global landscape. The emphasis on strengthening law enforcement and military capabilities resonates with many Canadians who feel anxious about crime rates and international threats. Economically, Carney advocates for a significant restructuring of Canada's fiscal framework, separating operating and capital budgets. His focus on reducing wasteful government spending while investing in critical infrastructure and technology aims to stimulate economic growth. Plans to build millions of homes and invest in artificial intelligence infrastructure underscore his commitment to modernizing Canada's economy and positioning it as a global leader in clean energy. By promoting projects that harness Canada's vast natural resources, Carney seeks to balance environmental sustainability with economic development. The abrupt nature of Carney's conservative pivot has left many Canadians and political analysts puzzled. Some view this shift as a calculated strategy to broaden his appeal to a wider electorate, particularly among those who may have become disillusioned with the previous government's policies. Others, however, suspect that this alignment with conservative ideologies could be a tactical facade, an approach designed to secure political favor with the electorate while masking a potential return to more centrist policies once his position is solidified. Critics, including opposition leader Pierre Poilievre, have been vocal in their disapproval of Carney's approach, accusing him of political opportunism. Poilievre, a staunch advocate for smaller government and tax cuts, argues that Carney's policies lack consistency and transparency. By dubbing him Carbon Tax Carney, Poilievre attempts to link Carney to the unpopular policies of the Trudeau administration, despite Carney's efforts to carve out a distinct political identity. Such criticism highlights the ongoing tensions within Canadian politics and raises questions about the authenticity of Carney's conservative stance. Despite the controversy surrounding his policy decisions, Carney maintains that his initiatives are designed to address Canada's most pressing challenges. He emphasizes the need for a government that spends less and invests more, positioning his administration as one focused on transformative investment rather than mere fiscal restraint. This narrative seeks to reassure Canadians that his policies, while conservative in nature, are ultimately aimed at fostering long-term prosperity and addressing the needs of a diverse population. As Carney's term progresses, Canadians will be watching closely to discern the true direction of his leadership. The political landscape has undoubtedly been reshaped by his conservative pivot, and the coming months will be crucial in determining whether this shift represents a genuine ideological transformation or merely a strategic maneuver to secure power. The challenges he faces, regional divisions, public skepticism, and the need for effective governance, will test his ability to unify the country under his vision. In conclusion, Mark Carney's unexpected conservative shift has sparked significant debate about the future of Canadian politics and governance. His policies reflect a blend of traditional conservative values with pragmatic approaches to contemporary challenges. As the nation grapples with issues of climate change, immigration, public safety, and economic growth, whether Carney's conservative pivot will resonate with the electorate and lead to lasting change remains to be seen. The political landscape is in flux, and Canadians are poised to engage in a critical examination of their leadership and the direction in which the country is headed.